Almost 25 centuries, the yoke of Golden Horde over Russian principalities lasted. Involuntarily, Russians adopted the customs and habits of the Tatar Mongols. Some superstitions and traditions have reached our days. In the Horde, there were many rules and customs, which to a modern person seem wild. But for the Mongols, they were immutable and obligatory for fulfillment. The Golden Horde lived according to the Yasa Code of Laws. It had been enforced since the time of Genghis Khan and regulated the deeds of Mongol tribes and peoples. Thanks to clear and unchanging laws, order and strict discipline reigned in the Horde. The attitude to corporal punishment is very revealing. While in medieval Europe sophisticated tortures were invented over a person, in the Horde it was believed that it was impossible to do that to a living being. For small deeds, the guilty person was given contempt. For more serious ones, banishment from the tribe. Severe crimes such as cowardice, treachery, sorcery, attempt on the life of another, and even robbery and disrespect for elders were punished by death. Death for Mongols was a simple and uncomplicated act, but sometimes it was necessary to apply fantasy. In the Golden Horde, there was a belief that in human blood lies his whole essence. This was especially true of the high nobility. Tribesmen were afraid to spill the blood of the nobles, as falling on the ground it could defile it. In this case, they executed by drowning or hanging. Very strict punishment was meted out to unfaithful husbands. There were no indulgences for anyone. Men were not allowed to have relations neither with other men's wives, nor with young unmarried girls. Only a man could be put to death for having relations with a married woman. But young girls who were seen having relations outside of marriage also lost their lives. Despite such strict rules, men in the Khanate had an opportunity to marry many times. The main thing was that he should be able to provide for his wives. Some married 30 times, and the number of wives could reach 100. Women lived under these conditions and accepted them. How could they know that it was different? The attitude to hygiene in the Horde was very conventional. Being inhabitants of the steppes, they considered water the most important element. To defile it was to incur the wrath of the gods. Even in running water, it was forbidden to bathe or wash things. Therefore, the Mongols took off their clothes only in rare cases, shook them out, and put them back on. Usually the outfit would wear out so that it would decay on the body. Dishes were also not washed. It was simply rinsed with broth, which was then poured into the same vat where it was cooked. All Mongol yurts and their clothes were saturated with pungent and stale odors, and they were proud of it. A cloak from the Khan's shoulder, which absorbed sweat and dirt for many years and was given to a subject, was the greatest reward. The laws of Yasa showed concern for the health of warriors. It was forbidden for them to take food from strangers, and also to drink strong alcohol until the age of 40. In the Golden Horde, military duty existed for everyone without exception. Attempts to avoid it were punished by death. Those who by health could not participate in battles had to work for the Horde. And there was a rule that commands respect: a ban on looting. All spoils of war were shared after the battles. The spoils went to everyone, according to the hierarchical level occupied.